Hi everyone and welcome to another video. So it's currently about 7 o'clock in the morning. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to a car boot today. It's very wet on the ground. It's not raining at the moment. The normal one I go to locally starts at 7:30. That's on a field and it does get very muddy, so I'm not sure if I'll go to that one because it's going to be very muddy today and people's cars have actually got stuck on the field before because it's so wet and muddy. But there is the hard-standing Tesco Trader car boot, which I might go and pop to in a bit. So depending on whether I get anything, there may or may not be a haul video today. But I thought I'd put out this sales video just in case I can't make a car boot haul video. So these are 20 more sales that I've made this week. The better sales. There are some lower value like media items I haven't put in this video, but these are the 20 best sales I've had this week. So the first sale I'll show you is a Doctor Who figure. I actually sold 2 of these this week. It's now sold out. It's the Cyberman Android. This is from the B&M exclusive Earthshock set. I managed to find one on Amazon for £15, so I bought it. So 2 of these sold this week. I think they both sold full price as well, so what's that, £24? So I'm already into profit and I've still got a Doctor figure for sale, so well into profit once that sells. Next sale, this has been hanging around quite a while. These Star Wars Destiny cards I bought in a big bulk lot and it was one of the first things I ever bought for my business, so we're coming up to nearly 2 years. About June time I started buying stuff. So yeah, they've probably been listed, I'd say, at least about a year now, and they've finally all sold out. It's a 2-player starter set of 48 cards and dice, as you can see in the picture there. So yeah, that's all for £8.99. Next to sale, I put this together for a buyer because they messaged me and they wanted 2 of these figures. I probably bought them, I think it was £11.95 each, so what's that, £24. So yeah, they were up for sale for about £21 each, I think. And we were going back and forth with offers. I said 38 in the end and he got me down to 36, and I thought, you know what, just to get the sale, I'll do it. So yeah, £36 for those 2 Star Wars figures. Next, this was from a charity shop. It's it's called a Bugs Out mug. It's got like a lid you put on the top, stop bugs going in your drink, I guess, while you're gardening. It sold for £8.50. I bought this from a charity shop. It was either £1.50, £2 max. I wouldn't have paid more than £2 for this. So that was quite good. I've had it a couple of months listed, I think. Next, the first one of these trolls that are sold. If you remember a few weeks ago, I picked up some trolls from the car boot for £4. No, it wasn't £4 each. It was 3 for a tenner. So whatever that is, £3.33. This one sold full price, £14.99. It's the tennis one. I've still got 2 others for sale currently. So that was a good sale. Next, these 2 next items were to the same buyer. First one is this Star Wars vintage Tebow Ewok figure. It sold for £16.99. I paid about £7 for that. And the next one I did an offer for him for £12. Again, I think I paid £6 or £7 for this figure. I sell these vintage figures quite a lot. Well, vintage collection, they're not vintage. Vintage collection Star Wars figures quite a lot. So I have sold out of a few of them now, and I have got a restock coming from where I get them from. Hopefully that should arrive today, so I'll put some more back on my shop. That's a total of £29 for those 2 figures. So I thought that's quite good, and I put them in the same box, so it saved on the postage as well. Next, this sale surprised me. It went on offer for £20.99, I think. It's a Black Series Tika Jawa. This was an exclusive figure for somewhere, it might have been Smith's Toys, but recently Game have had a lot of discounted Black Series figures in, and this was one of them. Unfortunately, I could only get one of it. It was £9.98, I think, in the sale, so I sold it for double that, so that's good. And it sold within a week, I think, of listing, which is also good. Next, I've had this book for ages. I paid £2 at the car boot last year for it. It went on offer finally for £11.99. It has had a lot of interest over the last week or 2 because of the new Mario movie. I've had sending out a lot of offers for it over the last couple of weeks, but this was the first person that bought it, £11.99. It's like a Nintendo NES Classics. I think it just goes through all the games that were released for the NES, I guess, Super Nintendo. I wasn't really a Nintendo player back in the day. I played Mario Kart with friends, but I never had a console till I was nearly about 18, 19. I got an N64, so I came late to the gaming world. Next, this was a great sale. It's a Boys Own Singles collection. There's 16 CDs in this set. All their singles they released between 1994 and 1999 in a nice box set. I paid £10 for this at a charity shop, which was on the higher side, but looking at it, it was a lovely item. The discs were all mint, no scratches or any marks on them, which was great. Box had a couple of dings, but you'd expect that. It's 20 years old. But yeah, it ended up selling full price for $28.99. I was really happy about that sale. Next, Blu-ray. This is The Burning. It's an 80s horror movie. If you've never watched it and like horror movies, you need to watch this because it's a brilliant movie. I've got 2 copies of this. I think one came in a bundle of Blu-rays I picked up from eBay, if I can remember correctly. The one I sold was from CEX. It had a couple of scratches on the disc, so I've revised the listing since then to make the other one like new, because the other one I've got is like new, but this one I sold was very good. I bought it from CEX for £6 and it sold for $11.99 on offer. So yeah, that was a nice sale. You can't find many things in CEX you can make money on because they do obviously research prices, but occasionally you find things, and like when I saw this Blu-ray I knew it was worth money. Well, more than the £6 they were asking anyway. Next, again an item, I don't know how long I've had it listed, but I've had it a long time. I bought it in a bundle and I've had a couple of copies of this, so I think this one got missed. It got stuck at the back of my stock room and I found it and thought, oh, this isn't listed, so I listed it probably 2 or 3 months ago now, around Christmas time maybe. And it eventually did sell full price, $34.99 this week, which was brilliant. I can't remember how much I paid for it. It wasn't that much because it was in a bundle of other sets as well. Next, a couple of weeks ago, my last car boot I picked up some Doctor Who figures. There was 3 sets for £20 and I've finally sold a couple of the figures this week. First one sold for $24.99. This is the 11th Doctor from The Snowmen. And the second one that sold was this Axis Strike Squad Dalek, and it did sell full price $39.99, which was absolutely brilliant. So I'm well into profit on that lot already. I have managed to source some more of these Big Finish sets. I've got this same Dalek again. I found 3 Big Finish sets on eBay for £70, so I bought them. They arrived yesterday, so I will be listing those over the next couple of days. So yeah, brilliant profits on those figures. Next, more Doctor Who figures. These 2 went to the same buyer, hence I put them on the same page, and I've had to cover up the tracking information. You can see what they sold for, so what's that? £23 for 2 figures. These are out the B&M sets, so they work out between £5 and £6 a figure cost price. Next, another charity shop item. I picked this up for £1 a few weeks ago. It's a Walt Disney Villains mug. I do have 2 of these. One had a tag on and one didn't have a tag on, and the one without a tag on is sold. This sold on offer I think for $9.99, but $9.99 from £1, that's still good. Next, I nearly made a charity shop haul video this week purely for these items. I picked up 20 Transformers graphic novel comics. These are from the early 2000s. They were in a charity shop window. I've seen them before, but they were priced £5 each. But this time I saw them, they're all half price, so £2.50 each. So I paid £50 for the bundle of 20. You can see some of the titles here. I've done a bit of B-roll footage for you. So there are these medium-sized ones, and then at the end there's some larger ones. There's a couple of G.I. Joe books in there as well. But I looked up a couple of the titles randomly and they were selling like over £10, between £10 and £20. So I thought I'd make a punt on them. It's only when I got home and researched them all, I found out some of them are worth a lot of money, like this one, $34.99, and it's sold within a week for this price. So over the moon with this lot. This is the kind of lot that I wish I could pick up every day, but it doesn't always happen like that. So I paid £50 for them all. I've got that 35 minus fees so far. So if I sell a couple more, I'll be into profit. I think the total listing cost of them was, I can't remember the exact, but it was getting on for nearly £400 listing price for them all. And they probably will sell eventually, just very slowly. Obviously, if they don't sell over time, I'll reduce the prices. But there's not really many available of these books on eBay. A couple of them are more common than others, but they're priced accordingly. And to my surprise, one of them was even signed, which didn't really affect the price. I'd seen other sold ones and it didn't really affect the price very much. And the one that I've got signed is quite a common one as well, so that doesn't help. But it's still a signed copy, so I'm sure it will sell eventually. Next, just a bit of media. This was probably the highest priced bit of media I sold this week, so I chucked it in for this sales video. It's an Endeavour Complete Series 2, sold on offer for £4.50. I got it from a charity shop for £1. And the last sale I made this week was this lovely Build-A-Bear Snowy Owl with moving head. I put Harry Potter Hedwig in the title because it does look like Hedwig, but I don't think it is Hedwig because it doesn't have any Harry Potter copyrights or labels or anything on it. So I wasn't 100% sure it was a Hedwig. I just said in the description that it looks like Hedwig. And it's sold on offer for $10.99. I've only had it listed a couple of days, so I was really happy about that, especially as I've listed it higher than others had sold. So that was 20 good sales from this week. Again, I apologise if you don't see a car boot haul video this week, but it's due to the weather again, not being very good. Fingers crossed for next week, although I have looked already and it does look like it's raining again next weekend, which is unfortunate because the weekend after I can't go to a car boot, so that's really annoying. But I have still got a ton of stock to list, stuff I've sourced online and charity shops, and I've still got some old car boot stuff I need to list as well. So I've got more than enough to keep me going for another couple of weeks, so I'm sure I'll be fine. So other than that, guys, I'll see you all soon, either with an unboxing video or a car boot haul. Take care, bye.